everybody. I'm Wesley from A Connection TV, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. I am here with another star from FreeFall, the web series. I love this series. Shout out to you, sir, Jody Fulton. How you doing, boss?
I'm doing excellent. How are you doing?
I'm great. You know, I'm glad that I finally get to meet you, kind of like face to face via online. But you know, I wasn't able to meet him when I went to Atlanta to shoot my scene for FreeFall. But I'm finally able to meet you. So nice to meet you.
Great to meet you too. I want to, first off, thank you for all the support too. I didn't get to meet you, but I already feel like I kind of know you. So this is our first meeting, but
yeah,
just like we know each other.
so let everybody know where you're from exactly.
I am from LA. I am from West Hollywood, right outside of Los Angeles. So from LA, relocated to Tennessee for middle school, high school, went to college in Tennessee as well. Okay. I'm a Cali boy up and through.
Okay. So where are you currently residing now?
I live in Atlanta now.
Okay, so you do live in Atlanta. What brought you to Atlanta?
A mixture of things. I used to work for MTV, and I left MTV to actually move to Atlanta to do some production things. Here in the city, got caught up in corporate America. I've been here almost 5 years now.
Oh, okay. So, do you love Atlanta over LA?
Both of them offer, different things as far as the city. I love California as far as the weather, the palm trees, the beaches. I love being able to just get up and go to the beach. You can't do that here.
Right.
But there's so much culture in Atlanta as well. Being down south, being in the midst of what's booming in this city. It's an amazing city as well. So I would say equally, I love them both.
Okay. Have you ever been in New York?
I did. I lived in New York. When I worked for MTV, I was in New York.
Okay, so you've been like all over the place.
I've been all over the place.
How old are you, sir?
He's old.
Are you really? You look like you're like 23, 22, 24.
I'll take that and run with it.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, cool. I'm kind of up there in age myself, but we'll leave that alone. So why get into acting? I mean, is acting something that you want to do? You said you worked for MTV. Like, what did you do for MTV?
I was a marketing intern. So basically, Starbucks runs all day. Celebrity fittings. I was around in the TRL era, so I got to be a part of all that too. So
okay. So what made you get into acting? Like, is that your passion?
Acting has really been in my blood since I was a kid. My first, go around in acting was a Jack in the Box commercial. I think I was 6 or 7 when I did the Jack in the Box commercial. I think from that moment on, I knew that entertainment, in some capacity, was what I really wanted to do. And I really found my passion for acting when I did plays in middle school, high school. My background is actually deep in theater as opposed to TV. I've been doing it a long time, and I'm still, constantly growing and learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is your best play that you think that you've been in? Like your favorite play?
My favorite play was a play I actually had an opportunity to write on. It was called Teen Stuff, and we tackled some really tough, hard-hitting issues in that play. I just remember looking out in the audience, and I saw my mom like literally in tears. And like, is she compelled by what's going on, or is she just really proud of her baby? But yeah, she was really proud of me, and at the same time, it was some deep stuff. So
what were the deep issues that you made aware to the audience?
Man, we tackled everything from date rape to just traumatic breakups, the highs and lows of relationships, going through high school, starting college, and being in a place where you're just unfamiliar with everything that's going on, and you're trying to find yourself when you really didn't even know you were lost. It got pretty deep.
Okay.
It got pretty deep.
Okay. And so you're in Atlanta now, and you've done some commercials. You've been on the Monique show.
I know that.
This is what I do, sir. I do interviews, sir. Well, one of the things I do. And I saw an audition that you did for 106 in Park. Now, in the audition, you stated that you're a music buff, like you love music. Oh, yeah. So, what kind of music inspires you today?
Wow, I am really, really just inspired by music at my core. My dad is a musician, so I grew up in a household. I remember looking at our photo album and seeing like Rick James and my dad, and Marla Gibbs holding me. And I've just always been just around music my entire life. My passion comes from music, and that's a really good way for me to get into character sometimes.
Right.
To listen to some music and to kind of just get my headspace, going to where these people were going that wrote the song, that performed the song. Some of my favorite artists at the moment, like I love Brandy to death.
Yes, that's my baby.
Yes,
I love
her. She kills it vocally, and I just love the passion in her voice. If I ever get to meet her, it'll be just the best day of my life.
Yeah, let me tell you, man. I got the opportunity to meet her last year. I hung out with her quite a few times last year. Like last year was like one of the craziest years of my life. But being able to meet her was amazing. Like she is so down to earth. Like she's so humble, and I could talk about Brandy for days. But what do you think about like the big pop artists? Like, are you into pop? Like Miley Cyrus, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Miguel. What do you think of those kinds of art? Justin Timberlake.
I like pop too. I connect more with music that kind of touches the soul. Now, don't get me wrong. 24's Miley Cyrus. You're in the club with your J's on. You can get dressed to something like that. But really, the music I connect to is the music where you can just listen to it and just fall deep into whatever feeling they were feeling at the time. I like Miley. A pop artist right now who is to me so soulful, so everything. I actually got to see this young lady in concert on Monday. Tori Kelly, amazing.
Okay.
She's up and coming, and man, like if people haven't heard of her, they need to find out who she is. This girl can sing, and she's just.
What's your favorite song from her?
What's
your favorite song from Tori?
Is it real or is it all in my head? I like that song. Dare to Dream. I just really all of her songs on her latest EP. My favorite song right now is Dear No One. If you follow me on Facebook, you've seen that song quoted over and over again. But I love that song.
Okay, so why you auditioned for 106 in Park, right?
Yes.
Did you hear from them? How did that go? How did that work out?
Well, we submitted a casting video, and it got all the way up to the executives, and then we didn't hear anything else. So it just kind of went dead. But at the same time, if you watch the show now, that whole movement was kind of X'd out, and those people were put into different roles, and the host now is really just Bow Wow.
Right. So, I mean, is being a VJ something that you really, really like to do? Like acting and like...
I am the type of person, I really feed off of energy. I love people. I love being around people. I love entertaining people, being in front of people all the time. So, I'm not necessarily a VJ, but I think that I connect very well to music. So, and it's a mixture, music, acting, entertainment as an industry is something that, once you're in, you need to get your foot into your foot in the door to as many opportunities as you can.
Exactly.
You have to capitalize off of it. So, you want to have a wide, diverse resume so that you can pretty much do anything and everything you desire.
Good advice. Makes sense. Yeah. So why FreeFall?
Why FreeFall? Wow. FreeFall, when I was literally, when I got the call, I submitted an audition tape. When I got the call, it was Black Friday last year. And I was in Zara with my best friend, and Lamont Pierre called me. He was like, "We want you to play Cam." And I looked at the script. I was like, "No, I can't do that. I can't do this." This is the first thing that I saw. I don't know if you're familiar with the preseason. I'm sure you are familiar with the preseason. But the first scene that I actually got a glimpse of was this scene where Cam is in the bed pleasuring himself. And I was like, wow, what is my mom going to do when she sees this? So, once I met Lamont, I met Shaman, and I knew at that moment, I was like, this is a project that I have to be a part of. Like, that connection that I had with those guys on the first date and together, it's indescribable. And I knew that this was a movement. This is going to be a movement, and it's something that I really wanted to be a part of.
Okay, so you met everyone for the first time through FreeFall.
Exactly. Well,
okay.
I knew Giovanni prior to the show, but everyone else, this is my first time meeting everybody.
Wow, that's hot. That's hot.
Yeah.
So Cam is describe Cam. How do you see Cam? Because everybody see Cam as like the innocent, loving, romantic, gullible kind of guy. So describe how you see Cam.
I see Cam in those various different capacities as well. Innocent, loving, this guy who really just thrives off relationships, really wants a relationship. Cam wants to be loved. And it seems like he reaches out so much, and he reaches out to the wrong things. It's almost like that whole, sorry, can you see that?
No.
That whole looking for love in like all the wrong places.
Yes.
So that's him. But I also think that people don't see that the mean side to Cam. Cam has that jerk in him as well. And
I think he only gets that way when he realizes that he's not going to get what he really wants from anyone else. Like when he feels kind of like that isolation, rejection kind of thing. It's kind of like a reflex, an attitude reflex, if you will. But the development of Cam from the start to the end is very, very interesting. Let me ask you, how do you think you would handle, and Cam doesn't even know what happened or who was involved. Well, he does now, but how do you think you would handle that? Being kidnapped, being held at gunpoint, being told to, get your money. Like, how would you, Jody, handle something like that?
How would Jody handle that situation? Jody would be in that situation. First of all, Jody has a very good sense of discernment, so Jody would never, ever, ever be with nobody like Mr. Tony, first and foremost. And, if somebody ever got Jody caught up into something like that, Tony's lucky he had somebody like Cam, because if it was anybody else, especially Jody, that brother would be in trouble.
How was it? What was your hardest scene to do?
There was a scene that kind of reminded me of a situation that I've been in when I was, at this point where I realized my relationship could go no further. And it was a scene with X and Cam. It was, towards the end of the season where we were in Cam's bedroom and we saw, Cam and X interacting and Cam pushing X away, and then he slowly, let his guards down, and he slowly went back into that, that comfort zone that X provided for him. And then, as the situation got heated and got hot, I don't know if you remember this way, Cam pulled back, we saw scars on X's arm. And then, the lies kind of just propelled Cam to just lose it.
Right.
And that was a really tough scene for me to do because I had to get into character, take out Jody, put Cam in, step outside of Jody, put Cam in, but also draw into, the experience that I had. And, sometimes those scenes can be really emotionally draining for you, especially when you've been through it before. And reverting back to the things that you've been through. So that was a really tough scene to do.
Acting is it's fun. It's fun to do because it allows you to be someone else for an hour, for a day or whatever, and to kind of vent, so to speak. So that was the toughest scene for you. Interesting. I one of my top 3 scenes was the one where Cam got his revenge on Tony sexually. That was a funny moment for me because the look on Tony's face was priceless, and like your attitude toward making that happen was so nonchalant and just like cocky and all of that. How did you have to prepare for that, or you didn't have to prepare?
You know what? I remember earlier we were talking about music.
Right.
There was a ride. I don't know. It was actually storming that day that we did that scene. And I was on my way to set, and I was listening. I don't know if y'all know Yo Gotti.
Yeah.
I was listening to Yo Gotti like banging in my ears. I had my headphones on, driving. I'm like, I'm getting ready. You know, I'm psyching myself out. You know, I'm getting ready to be, this nonchalant. Like, you know what? I don't give up. You know,
right.
And it worked, and it came across. That's interesting. That's one of your favorite scenes. Wow, cool.
Oh, it's one of my 3 favorites. Yeah, because it's just funny how you get someone that controls the situation, and then it's flipped on them, and the person that gets to control the situation now. It's just funny how that works. So when Cam points a gun into Tony's face. And if y'all haven't seen the series, y'all need to really watch the series because it's a really descriptive, dark kind of series. But the production is so stellar. But when Cam holds the gun to Tony's face, what is going through Jody's mind?
It took me back to when I was at a gun range before with my friends, and I was like, in this situation, holding a gun to somebody, thinking back, reverting back to every single thing that this person has done to you in the past, how would any person react? And a lot of times acting, I've been told this time and time again, acting is pretty much recreating the human experience. And you have to understand that these characters are people, So if somebody has done this to you, how would you hold? I even thought, how would you hold the gun? Would it be a strong hold? Would it be a relaxed hold? When I did the circle around and I'm like, if this were me or if this were a certain situation and somebody has done all of this, I'm psyching him out because I know I'm not going to shoot him. But how can I trick him into thinking that I'm going to shoot you? After I deliver this dialogue, I'm going to put the gun in your hand and I'm going to shoot you, So, getting ready for that was fun for me. That was a good thing. That wasn't tough at all. I'm like, this is fun.
Right. Do you guys joke around a lot on set?
Oh gosh, yes.
Do you play pranks on each other?
We do pranks. We talk. We have fun. Lamont's like, guys, be quiet. Quiet on the set. When we were in Miami, it was crazy.
How was that?
Scene outside.
Oh my God. Go ahead. Yeah.
We were laughing so loud, I think it was caught in the audio. So we must, guys, be quiet. But the camaraderie is irreplaceable between us. It's almost like we came together and we are almost brothers to a certain extent,
What's up?
And it really works. And chemistry like this is hard to come by. I've been on set before, and when they say cut, people go their separate ways, and nobody talks to anyone. But on this set, we yell cut. It's like, okay, guys, we're about to go. So good stuff, very good stuff.
Okay, what's the craziest thing that's happened between you and Shaman on set?
Between me and Shaman, craziest thing that's happened, as far as joking around or
anything from a fan or someone walking past seeing y'all record, because y'all record outside a lot. There's a lot of outside locations and everything that you guys do. So anything like that.
I don't know if anything ever as crazy happened between me and Shaman. I know we were doing a scene at my house. We were shooting for Cam, and my dog is just really friendly. She loves everybody. She takes a special liking to Shaman and Lamont. I don't know what it is about those two. And we were filming the scene, and I swear, it was almost like she was like, okay, first of all, why are you on my daddy? And what's really going on? So I think that was a funny thing that happened on set before.
Okay, interesting. So you're an animal lover. How many animals do you have?
I just have one dog, Yuki, my baby.
Okay.
Just one dog. Yeah.
Okay. How old is she?
Yuki's 3. She's 3.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Just laying right here at my feet right now.
So would you call yourself, not call yourself, but would you say you're pretty close to Cam?
Jody is definitely not as naive as Cam. Like I said, my sense of discernment is pretty good. And there are a lot of situations that Cam gets himself into I could never see myself getting into. But, the hopeless romantic side of Cam, I definitely relate to as Jody.
Okay.
My friends describe me as a hopeless romantic to the core. I remember one time my friend was like, if somebody said, you had a 50-50 chance of jumping out this airplane and dying or finding your true love at the end, or falling, my friends, I guarantee you Jody would jump out that plane. Yeah, so I think Jody probably would jump out that plane and find true love.
Okay. So what's next for you outside of FreeFall, as far as acting is concerned? What's next?
What's next?
Yeah, what's next for you?
Wow, I am constantly in class. I think that in order to really this is my craft, this is my passion.
Okay.
And in order to do due diligence to my craft, my passion, I'm constantly studying. I'm constantly in class. I've had a lot of opportunities come my way recently. I did a little thing on the game, BET's The Game, you're going to see me on there. Coming up next year, I did 2 episodes of The Game.
Okay.
I'm auditioning like crazy right now. My agent is doing a really good job with kind of just using this platform and, propelling me to do other things as well. So, I'm auditioning, constantly in class. I have another opportunity. Hopefully, the final audition is coming up this week. So, another TV opportunity that I'm really excited about as well.
Okay, that's what's up. That's a beautiful thing. How was it working on The Game?
Wow, it's an amazing opportunity. It was an amazing opportunity. We were in like 27-degree weather, acting like we were in California. So it was outside. My fingers are still numb from being on set, outside that long. But
crazy.
The professionalism is amazing. Amazing actors on that show. Amazing production team. And I really had a good time. Really good time.
Oh, that's what's up. So, what is one thing that the fans or the supporters they don't know about you that they would be interested to know?
Some people do know, some people don't. Aside from my whole acting thing, I love to cook. I consider myself a chef of some sort. Okay. I'm actually working on, maybe doing a little cooking opportunity. I love to cook. A lot of people don't know that I lost a lot of weight too. Looking back into my past, I was able to lose about 70 pounds. Wow. In a 2-year time frame.
Okay.
So
how tall are you?
Yeah. Jody's not that tall.
So are you a Jada Pinkett?
Am I right?
Are you a Jada Pinkett?
No. I'm not
I was gonna say, Jada Pinkett. Yeah, Jada Pinkett is short. Oh, okay.
The first thing people say to me when they see me in real life, they're like, "Oh, you're shorter than I thought you were."
Yeah, people think I'm short, but I'm actually. When they see me, they say you're taller than what I expected. That's interesting. Well, I mean, it's I love the show. Okay, I had to go backward a little bit and catch up on the first episode, and then watch the whole thing all the way through. So from me to you, phenomenal job. I love Cam, and I hate the fact that he even dealt with Tony, and I wanted Cam and X to work out, but I'm just hoping that Cam leaves both of them alone. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen, because the mom won't say anything, and Ray won't say anything, Tony rather, Tony Bernard. But I'm looking forward to it. Miami was fun, yes.
Miami was amazing. I wish we could have stayed longer. It was crazy.
Is everyone going to be shocked by what we see?
Oh yeah, I mean, every time we shoot, I'm like, y'all are gonna be shocked by some of the things that you see. Especially for next season. I I think that, Kev is learning, and it's going to be interesting to see the growth of his character coming up in the next season.
Is he a gangster in Miami?
Is he a gangster in Miami?
Is he like, you know what, I just got a gun in someone's face, it's a rap, I just got kidnapped, I'm done, it is what it is. Like, does he have that attitude?
There's going to be one scene you're going to be like, okay, all right, Kev.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's coming really soon though. Those episodes are actually coming soon. So.
Okay. They're going to be only on DVD though, right?
From my understanding, it's going to be DVD. Yes. As far as the bonus episodes for the DVD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Well, thank you so much for doing this interview, sir.
Thank you. Very appreciate it.
Very interesting. Nice to finally put face to face, voice to voice. Beautiful thing. And if you guys have any questions for Mr. Jody Fulton, all his information will be right below this video. If you have not seen FreeFall yet, you need to watch FreeFall. The writing is awesome. The acting is stellar. The production value is amazing. Like, the cinematography is just, it's art on YouTube. So definitely check it out. And I'm excited.
We're excited too.